Hello, world.
Hello, world.
We just wrapped up a great podcast.
We had a good time. I think you'll find it very interesting and enjoy it.
Oh, 36 minutes ago, already at 156,000 likes. Oh, my Lord. Oh my God. Oh, number one podcast, number one president. Let's go. Dude. This, it shouldn't be like this. Okay. It should not be like this. It should not be the case that the motherfucking leader of the United States of America, the former president of the United States of America, currently running for president again, goes on a podcast and it's like kind of pivotal, but we are there. I'm not saying it's right. As a matter of fact, I'm saying it's wrong, but it's what's happening right now. Okay. Like, we shall see what happens in this conversation. I feel like this is it. This is the apex. Who in Rogan's audience isn't already voting for him? Dog, he is the low mid propensity voters that are likely swinging in Trump's direction. This conversation in and of itself, if Trump did a fantastic job on it, could actually get them off the couch. You know, like Trump takes a fucking bong rip and says, listen, it's the first time I've ever smoked weed. I'm going to make it legal. I'm going to legalize it. Don't smoke weed or take mushrooms on November 5th. Believe me, folks, we need you out. We need you out in Pennsylvania. Every single one of the dumbest guys you know, if you're living in Pennsylvania, if you're living in the Philadelphia suburbs, this is the Coworker Podcast. Your coworkers, if you're like me, you regularly poll your friends, your normie friends, okay? I'm telling you right now, my normie friends who are mid and low propensity voters have been waiting for this interview, okay? I have heard from some of them that unironically said, I want Kamala Harris and Trump both to be interviewed by Joe Rogan, and then I'm going to make my decision. I'm telling you right now, it sounds stupid as fuck because America is stupid as fuck. Okay, for those of you in the professional field, whether you are white collar or blue collar, if you communicate with people, if you communicate with your coworkers, you know exactly what the I'm talking about. There are going to be people that are Trump supporters. They signal that they like Trump, that probably weren't going to vote. And depending on the outcome of this interview performance, they will go out and vote potentially. I know I have friends who have texted me when they found out that Kamala Harris wasn't doing the podcast and said that they were disappointed. Okay. They were like, I'm disappointed that Kamala Harris is not doing the Joe Rogan Experience. Now, we were also disappointed, but I don't think it plays a significant role in your decision-making structure. Some of you are going to vote for Kamala. Some of you are not voting for Kamala. But regardless of your opinion on that matter, you've probably made up your mind. And also, you made up your mind after analyzing the situation. I would not say that anyone here, even if they're not going to go out and vote, is a low information voter. By the very nature of what I do, I'm bringing in people that are nerdy about this shit. There are a lot of people who don't give a fuck. There's no reason for Kamala to do Joe Rogan. It's not her voters, let's face it. What? I just don't think it would be good for her. You said so yourself, the more she's on TV, the more you dislike her, putting her in an at best antagonistic host. No, the reason why I think it would have been good is because Joe Rogan is like physically incapable of being antagonistic. Unless Kamala Harris starts talking about COVID or weirdly enough says she's going to like make weed illegal or something, Joe Rogan doesn't give a He literally will talk to anyone, whether they are a Nazi or whether they are a Maoist third worldist. If you don't hit any of Joe Rogan's buttons, those are the two buttons. Don't talk shit about COVID. Don't say nothing about COVID, okay? Or don't dare say anything about like making weed illegal. Nah, you're wrong. Joe will go hard at her. No, he won't. Joe Rogan is a Republican. Okay, that much is 100% correct. But Joe Rogan is also Joe Rogan. He can't stop himself. He has never given an adversarial interview in his life, with the exception of those two things that I just mentioned. I promise. If Kamala Harris went on Rogan and fucking rip the bong, this would alter the trajectory of American history. Oh no. Trump's decision to spend hours with Joe Rogan not going over well with Michiganders, some of whom are leaving as they learn the former president is still more than an hour away. Oh no. The campaign just aired a video message from Trump on his plane explaining he had to spend time with Rogan because he needs to win. Says the plane should land around 10 p.m. Eastern. Many in the crowd continue to leave. More Trump rally attendees in Traverse City heading for their cars per video shot by Jake M. Rosen. He's like, come on, you fucking peasants. I have to do it. I have to do it. Dude, that's awesome.